Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole. You can find me on Instagram at Nicole Makes Plans, and you can find my website at NicoleMakesPlans.com. Today I want to do a 2023 recap in my Hobonichi cousin. This is the 2024 planner that I'm currently using, but there is a spread kind of before the dailies that's blank. And it says like turning the page to a new year. So I suppose you're actually supposed to use this for like planning ahead for 2024, but I don't really need it for that. So I'm going to use it as like a 2023 recap. I have like a rough draft here that I did in just like my Mead, just like regular notebook of like all the things I wanted to include. It's kind of a mess, so I want to make it a little less messy. So I'm going to put that off to the side as just like a reference guide. And then I'm going to use my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen. I'm going to use my Unijet Stream ballpoint pen in 0.7. And then I might use my Tombow. It's in the color 620. And I do have some Coffee Monsters Co. stickers that I might use. I've been kind of like sprinkling them throughout. I got the anniversary sampler kits or sticker sheets because I wasn't really sure if I wanted like a whole sheet of the same thing. I just wanted some like random little character stickers. So I got all of the years that were available at the time so I can kind of like look through these and see if they match anything. So my idea is to kind of do like 2023 in the middle-ish and then kind of branch off to different things that I want to keep track of that happened in 2023. So let's hop in. I'm gonna do it. I'm not really gonna try to like do it truly in the middle. I'm just gonna like put it here and then cluster off. So I want to kind of do something about like travel, maybe sports, planners, music, movies, books, and like a couple other events that kind of happened. I don't know what I'm gonna like label that as yet, but that's fine. So I'm gonna put travel up here. I'm gonna do sports. And then maybe like big events, I guess I'll call it. And then movies will take up a lot of space, so I think I'm going to put that kind of all on here. I'll do music here. And then books. And then I kind of forgot that I was going to put planner somewhere, so I think that's going to go like here. Okay. So I'm gonna start with travel. There's only like 3 places we really went last year. We went to Miami, where we've been before, and we did that in March. we went to Louisville, to visit my sister in May, and we've been there before. And then in September, we went to St. Louis. Oops. Not a ton of places, but it was fun. For sports, we went to four baseball games. And we went to 5 basketball games. For big events, the first one was technically that my friend visited. She had not been back home for a while, so that was exciting. And she visited a few times, so I think I'm not going to label like when that was, but that was also big. My fiance and I got engaged. And that was on August, which I spelled wrong, 19th. And then I got my second tattoo. And that was September 16th. For planners, I used quite a few planners, but honestly, maybe actually less than I usually do-ish. I don't know. So from January to May, I was in a B6stology. And then June to August, I was in an A6stology. And then August to September, I was in a day designer. And then September to November, I was in a Hobonichi Weeks. And it was a mega. And then in December, I was in like a spiral notebook, but I was using it as a bullet journal. Okay, so the next area is music. I'm just gonna put like my top artists from Spotify. And my first top artist was Kim Petras. My second top artist was Japanese House. My third top artist was, I think it's pronounced Lauv or Love, I don't even know. And 4 was Jonas Brothers, which was a bit of a shock to me, but then I re-listened to their album from last year and I was like, oh yeah, I did really like this. And the number 5 artist was Charlie XCX. For books. I read 2 books last year, which is not a ton, but it's actually way more books than I've read in the past few years combined. So the first book I read was Color Purple by Alice Walker, and I loved it. It was amazing. If you haven't read it, you should definitely read it. I still haven't seen either movie yet. I specifically read it to see the new movie, but I haven't even seen it yet, but I need to. And then the second book I read was The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. And I like that a lot. So 1 fiction, 1 nonfiction. the life-changing magic of tidying up like really like was very appealing to me, and I ended up like actually decluttering a lot of stuff, so that was a great read, and I read it over like my winter break, so I had a lot of time to both read it and also do the decluttering, so like that worked out really well. And then movies. So my movies are kind of broken down into two parts, and hopefully this all kind of fits. So the first part is like new movies that we saw in theaters, and that was Insidious 5, Barbie movie, we saw The Meg 2, we saw The Nun 2, we saw Haunting in Venice, and we saw Exorcist, which was back in theaters. Oof. We saw Hunger Games, Songbirds, and like this is not the whole title, but Songbirds and Snakes. Snacks. We saw Elf, which is also back in theater, and then Die Hard, which was back in theaters. And the next part was like new to me movies. So like these are kind of like older movies, but I had never actually seen before, and I really liked them. They kind of like surprised me. I liked First Blood, which is the first Rambo movie, The Firm, which has Tom Cruise, Born on the 4th of July, which is also Tom Cruise. Smokey and the Bandit, which was way funnier than I anticipated. Dog Day Afternoon, which has Al Pacino, who I now love and adore. We watched Chicago, which is a musical I had never seen, and I'm a big musical person, so I don't know why I hadn't seen it, but it was better than I thought. We watched Field of Dreams, which made me cry more than I thought it would, although it was kind of too long, but that's fine. And then Any Given Sunday, which also has Al Pacino. Good sports movies. So yeah, that is kind of like a highlight of my year in 2023. I'm going to try to find some stickers that kind of match up with this stuff. So for movies, I have this little like little guy with the popcorn. For music, I have a music note. I think I saw a book one around here. And then some of these are sort of specific, but I think I saw like a planner one. And I think I saw a car one, although they look a little like unenthused, but that's okay. And I don't really think I saw like a sports one, or like, I wouldn't even know what I would do for my big events one. Maybe just like a happy, I guess the love is kind of good for getting engaged, so we'll do that one. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to use my Tombow, and I might regret it, but that's okay. So I'm going to do a big circle around 2023. My idea, I guess, was sort of like a, I forget even what it's like called, like a mind map or something, where you have like branches coming off the middle. And movies is kind of a big category. And then I do kind of want lines coming off, which, again, maybe I will regret. Okay, that is good enough. A little recap of 2023. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you have any questions about any materials that I used or like any of the things that I did last year. Subscribe to my channel if you like playing with me videos, and hit the notification bell if you want to know the next time I post a video, because it's not always on the same day. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.